everyone, it's the Witchy Stitchers,
I'm Charlene.
and I'm Morgan.
Today's video is being brought to you by the letter G. Now, there's a story behind this. So growing up, I always knew the glove compartment, you know, in your car. I always grew up knowing that as the jockey box. That's what my dad called it, my uncle called it, my mom called it. It was a jockey box. That's what I've always called it. Apparently, I had to be 27 years old to learn, actually when we bought our first car, that is the glove compartment. Who the hell puts their gloves in the glove compartment? My gloves are always right on the transfer case so I can reach down and grab them when I need them. These are pieces to the puzzles that I need answered. So, today's word is glove compartment, the letter G. A small automobile dashboard container that has never actually been used as a receptacle for its namesake. However, the alternative term, license registration and proof of insurance compartment, was rejected on the basis of awkwardness, while handgun compartment was passed over for more obvious reasons. I personally like handgun compartment, but for the sake of consistency and memories, we'll call it the jockey box.
I grew up calling it that. I still call it that.
How's everybody today? We are coming to you on Monday, August 10th. It is almost noon. Yep. And it is a lovely day. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. It is 82 according to
That's what my
partner's
phone said. I checked it and it said it was 58 degrees outside. I almost had a party.
You could wish.
I gotta let the psychos out already.
AKA dogs. So we've been having a lot of fun this last week. We partook in a Zoom with 911 Stitcher, Stacy. Got to see several of our fellow stitching comrades, which was wonderful and pleasant, and hello to all of you. Found a new floss tuber, Danielle.
The blue coneflower.
The blue coneflower. She's hilarious. Make sure you go watch her and give her a thumbs down from Charlene and Morgan. She'll know what we're talking about. Anyway, this is our 40th video.
Yeah.
We have irritated you 40 plus times. Good times.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. I have misplaced my journal. Morgan has found my journal. I'll let you do your count.
Alright, so for the month, I'm just over 2,000 stitches, and for the year, I'm 51,795 stitches.
I have no idea what I'm at for the month because I haven't kept a running tally.
That's a new
I
one.
know. I just have it here in my little thing. But I'm going to guesstimate just by looking at the numbers that I'm somewhere around 3,000-ish, give or take. I do know that, not counting yesterday, which was over 700, so we'll just say I'm at roughly 113,000 stitches for the year. So I'm happy with that number. As we had explained in our previous video, we decided to rein in our stitching considerably. And I don't know about my cohort here, but I am having a lot more fun just stitching.
Yeah, I am too.
Just working on what I want to work on. Cats are fighting.
He just ran head on into the wall.
He's our special cat.
Sorry, guys.
So I did get some sewing done on, what day did I sew? Wednesday I sewed? I don't either. Somebody had a job interview.
I got a job.
She got said job.
And I start tomorrow morning.
And I had made her a blouse.
I forgot to
Pretty
grab
sure
it. Let me go get it.
Pretty sure it was Wednesday night. Did we put pictures of that on Instagram?
It's on Instagram, but
It's on Instagram.
I'm already out.
I need to get her some more made because she will be working a minimum of 5 days a week. Sorry, I don't mean to show you my cleavage there. That was a little rude.
I don't have a button.
Just a simple plaid. Nothing fancy.
I love plaid
Pretty
shirts.
buttons. So you guys will get a kick out of this. So when she picked these out, she needed 5, and obviously there was only 4 on the thing. So she picked out a clear one because it has to be tucked in for professionalism. Anyway, didn't think nothing about it. I'm like, oh yeah, those match great, perfect. And so I was getting ready to sew them onto the shirt, and I don't know how many of you grew up knowing Woolworths or Woolco's. Those were little department, well, they weren't little, they were actually pretty good size, but they were department stores. Woolworths was the cut off of Woolco's. And they usually had like the, what am I trying to say? Like the cafeteria style cafes. You could either set up at the little bar, you could set in the tables. Best patty melts ever. Anyway, getting squirreled here. But when I went to put those buttons on, the price tag that was stamped on it was 69 cents from Woolworths. And I suddenly felt old and needed to get my walker and my cane out.
Do you want to sit back? Your head's getting cut off. We've got a new camera that we're trying out today.
Maybe they don't need to see the top of my head. It's not like there's any brain in it anyway. So besides that sewing, I made me a project bag.
We actually made something for ourselves for once.
Yeah, actually I made quite a few things for myself. And the reason that I went ahead and made that is because part of my stitching this week will include, Vanna, if you would please.
Oh wow, this picks up the colors.
It does, it looks really cool. So this pattern is from World of Cross Stitching, as we all know I'm obsessed with this magazine. I read an article yesterday that Cross Stitch Crazy and Cross Stitch Gold are no longer going to be printed. I don't know.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not, but it was on one of the cross stitch sites that I belong to.
Please don't do that. I
Moment of
like my
silence.
books.
No, something to do with apparently people like online stuff as opposed to print. Us old people
not
like
me.
print.
I want the actual thing.
Anyway, this is a Leslie tier, so I have this to work on. This is future plans along with said future project bag. I didn't have enough to do the inside, so I just used some pink that resembles or could be used for curtains. Great way to line my bag with. My other bag that I had this fabric for a little while, but I haven't had a chance to get it sewn up, which obviously you guys know. If it offends you, too bad. I think most of them will find it humorous.
They probably will.
They'll say, oh look, it's truly Charlene. Yeah, I wouldn't say idiot. Apparently your phone's talking.
It is. Sorry, guys.
Anyway, this is my other project bag. I really only bought it for the flowers. The next piece of fabric, so this was one chunk, and oh, again, pretty flowers. This was one chunk of fabric, and I didn't want to cut it so there was 5 across, and I didn't want to cut it in half to make one bag, you know, front and back. So I ended up making 1, 2, and 1, 3. You'll see in a minute. So I didn't ruin any of the pretties. And then I used that same pink that I used for the seahorse for this one. Give you time to read all the loveliness. And again, I just purchased this for the flowers and the unicorn.
No, she didn't.
And that one's small. It's a mill hill will probably fit in that. I'm thinking that's probably what I'll go to, is my mill hills.
Yeah.
Again, more flowers, because we all know I love flowers. Poppies. Because, anyway. I have one more chunk. I can't remember what it says. It's just as graphic and rude. The flowers are just as pretty. Anyway, that one made up later. This one I made for a friend. I had the damnedest time finding anything remotely close to Mary Poppins fabric. And what I did find was so ridiculously expensive. I finally bit the bullet and I bought this, and it did cost, but it was worth it because I know how much she'll appreciate this. So I ended up getting, but I get four fat quarters. Four fat quarters is what I ended up getting. So this is one side. This is the other side. And then the lining is, it has the little umbrella and the bubbles. And then of course this is just gray, black. There's a penguin in there somewhere. Not sure where. Anyway, it's super cute.
I have a zipper
This is the bag.
already.
Yeah, she does. And then so I took the leftover scraps because there was no way I was going to waste like one bit of this. And I still have a strip, the width of the fat quarter, about yay tall.
Make your little pencil back.
Well, no, that's why I looked up that scissor pattern. I'm thinking about trying to figure out how to incorporate those 4 pieces into a scissor case.
Ooh, pretty.
And use every single piece of this. So these were the little bags. And like I said, I had enough to do, and I don't know what you want to call these, like maybe thread keeps or...
She'll probably use some for thread.
That's up to her. But
Should
like
I
said,
show this with it too, since we're talking about this?
yeah, unless you want it to be a surprise.
Let's make it a surprise.
Let's
Actually,
make it a
I do want to
surprise.
show this one.
Okay, she's going to show that.
So this was a water dye. It's actually showing up for you guys, but isn't that beautiful? I took red and dark blue, and it made this.
Because in preschool we learned that purple and
Purple.
red and blue make purple.
Yes. Which it turned out perfectly. Looks
Yes.
like cotton candy.
So anyway, that was my sewing. I've got to get some more shirts made for her. We don't know for sure her schedule yet, but we know that she'll need more than one blouse.
Yeah.
So kind of need to get busy on that.
Which I can pull out t-shirts when I'm in the back because I'm working feed and tack. But when I go up front to deal with people, I have to wear a button-down shirt.
She has to be pretty.
Pretty my ass.
Anyway.
Alright, I did fabric. So this is going to fall into future plans. Would you please?
I have to get my coffee.
Okay. I'm starting Mom's Yoda this week. So it's kind of showing up, kind of not showing up with the colors that
I
we
think it's
go.
gorgeous. It's going to be so pretty.
It's going to be pretty. We didn't want it just on a plain piece of white.
Yoda's not playing.
He's not. And every Star Wars, the other Star Wars piece, so Yoda and, I think I showed you guys my Darth Vader I have.
I think so.
And Dalton's R2-D2 are all a series pretty much. So I don't want them to just be playing on plain white because Dalton's R2 was on that beautiful blue and purple. So Yoda will be on that. I was originally going to start Gryffindor, but I found out Dalton doesn't like that pattern anymore. So I want to find a new Gryffindor.
You'll find one. There's lots of them out there.
Oh yes. And then if you guys watched my dye tutorial video I did, and if you didn't, it's totally fine. I did this. This is for winter. This is the right size.
Because apparently in cross stitch, size matters.
And apparently washing
Who knew?
machines shrink. But
That would explain why my pants are tighter. And
yeah.
I thought it was the
I thought it
chocolate
was because
and
my
the Dr.
ass was
Pepper.
getting too big.
Who knew?
Anyway, so that was my endeavors.
So our stitching, I actually made progress, and I apologize I don't have my stitch count because I threw my book on the floor. So I told you guys last week that I was going to be
I'm gonna have to pick
working.
up those books again because I have the website.
No,
Yes.
I only threw. Oh, my bags aren't on the floor.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just I put my book down on the floor.
Okay.
Anyway, Gossamer Threads. It goes hand in hand with the fall, with the autumnal August, which we are doing in conjunction with Creatively Yours with Debbie. Hi, Debbie. And while
Pogo's
we're
not
talking,
in here.
no Pogo. But while we're talking about Debbie Ellis,
Hi.
hope you're doing well. So that's where I'm at. I guess I could pop that off so you could see a little bit.
Yeah, because you got some
I
progress done.
I finished the very inside of the,
She did that while she was waiting for me at my interview.
yeah. And then I came down here and I done about the disc. So what I'm trying to do, and so far I've been successful, is I work a color and then I work a strand of black and then I pick up a color and so on. My goal before I put this back up for the month is to get all of it filled in this main square.
That's a good goal.
Yeah, lots and lots of black. I am absolutely killing the 310 scheme, but you know, that's what it's for, right?
So I finished my homework. Is this homework? Yes. This was homework. I finished this
Is that
homework.
I think
Yeah.
so.
And I discovered a little mess up.
A faux pas. Faux pas are not good.
No, but I fixed it. I'm not going to tell you guys where it's at, but I moved down into some blue. Getting tired of red. So that's where I'm at. I put 200 and something in there. It's double dipping, so I'll pull this back out for another homework so I can finish it for a caustic.
So we're doing Enchanted Stitches this month.
Yeah.
Like I said, we reined it in a lot.
We're not doing the month-long challenge.
Well, I haven't decided. It's the
It's up in
10th,
the
so I'm
air.
thinking.
I'm thinking not.
probably won't. I don't know. I want to enjoy it. Had a conversation, excuse me, with some fellow stitchers, and you know the whole point of this, and we pretty much all agree. The whole point of this is to enjoy the craft, not make it turn into a job. Which one of the other ladies said, and I agree with her wholeheartedly that this is our craft. It should be fun, and we should enjoy what we're doing, not feel like
Obligated.
obligated, or feel like we're failing because we're not doing exactly what it says. And fortunately, last week's challenge with Enchanted Stitches and this week's challenge with Enchanted Stitches, they all fall into things that
We like.
that we like and that we're working on again for autumnal August. And then I was really happy. I'm going to get sidetracked for just a second here. So 911 Stitcher, she actually posted a
Pop-up challenge.
pop-up flash, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, to do 500 stitches in a project. And
That's
it
summer
started
project.
Friday.
Yes.
Yeah, so we had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and today. We need to post our progress or our finish by the end of tonight or the end of today. And it needed to be something that correlated with summer. And so it worked out really well because what I worked on, I don't know if Morgan grabbed it or not. Did you grab it?
It's in the bag.
Maybe she grabbed it.
I
No.
grabbed it.
It's not here.
Cancer?
Anyway, I worked on cancer. I don't think so. I think it's back in the box.
No, I left it on the sewing table.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
be back.
Anyway, it worked out perfect because it needed to be something, that pertained to summer. And I started this one, I'm pretty sure it was a
It was a
mania
mania
start, and gave it my, 100 plus stitches, and loved the stitch, but was missing quite a few threads. And so just hadn't picked it back up. And like I told her, I was really happy that that was what her prompt was something to do with summer, because it gave me a reason to pull this back out and really give it some love. And I ended up with 538 stitches, I think. 38, 37, I don't
like that.
over 500 stitches is what I ended up putting into
Yeah.
it. So I was really happy with it. So, and of course it pertains to summer because astrological signs, and it is her astrological sign.
I
So
put my
it worked out perfect.
astrological
Yeah.
sign.
She's right on the cusp. So this
I
is what I
identify
got
with
done.
both sides. It looks like a space shuttle.
It does. It looks like a little space. I was thinking, I can't remember. Maybe it is Satsuma, but the ones where they have the different towns, like London and whatnot.
Yeah.
This reminded me of, I think of the Ferris wheel.
Oh, yeah, in London.
In London. Anyway, but that's what I got done on it. And like I said, I'm still missing some threads. When we stepped into Joann's this weekend, they were out of 3.
That's what you said, yeah.
I think I was out of 3. So But anyway, that was what I worked on for a few days. And it was really nice to just randomly go, oh. Which is weird for me because I have to have a plan.
Our plans have went null and void this month.
And it's been nice.
It has.
It's refreshing. So, anyway. Alright, what you got, Goof?
Alright, so I had a Morgan's ready to kill somebody start. You guys get on Instagram, see my post. So I started,
I don't know if you're supposed to admit crimes on social media.
I just did.
Because they can use that against you in a court of law.
I don't know, I can.
I mean, not that I've studied law or anything, but...
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I started this. It was supposed to be my happy day start, and then it turned into my...
Dealing with frustration start.
more like failure start.
So I look at this. I look at her starts and mine too, but her starts, I need fabric, I need thread, I need a pattern. It's still cheaper than bail money.
I mean, I know how to kill people, but I want to stitch. So this is my hat.
Did you show the picture?
I did.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to see it again? I'd have to find it.
It is a frog.
It's a little bullfrog. And I'm putting him
He ain't little.
He's little.
He looks like me after I get done eating a cheesecake.
He looks like what we looked like after lunch this weekend.
This is true.
Where are you? I can't find him now.
We went out to lunch to celebrate. I know that mine was on page 31. Don't ask me why I remember that.
You know what the hell? I'm just going to flip to the back and find it. Hold
It's
on,
not
guys.
in the back.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Don't they normally have them?
That one doesn't.
This one doesn't.
Because
This.
it's one of the older ones.
Where are you?
So leave that open because we got to show mine.
Alright, hold on a second. I think I found this one before. How could you not remember that number?
Because I didn't look at that number.
Yes, you did. You told me it was something.
It says right there, bullfrog. Ooh.
I showed it to you. I flipped past it anyway.
I think
Impulsive
it's a
fraud
self-portrait of me.
It looks like me when I'm pissed off. Yep. Alright.
Cheesecake. I like cheesecake better.
Show your pretty.
So this one came up in the Whip Go challenge. And I put in 250 something stitches. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was exactly 250.
She actually left thread on her needle.
I left thread on my needle. So I mostly worked, so I got this done in here on the rocks, and then I did a whole bunch in his tail, and this is the string off of it where I need to pick back up. I think I'm going to make it my goal, because I have this in a couple more challenges, to finish this part before I go back up here. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. There's a lot, well, all of these rocks are tweeting, and this part of his tail is tweeting. So that's my goal. We'll see how far I get. I don't know if I'll work on him today or not, but he will definitely get love this week. Awesome. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so I worked on this during our Zoom with Stacy. And so they got to see that I finished the bird.
He has a
Finished
head.
my raven. I came down and I started working on the border. There is 250 something stitches I put into this.
Okay.
So I'm happy and I finished the bird. He was creepy without his head and his wings.
So it was like Ichabod Crow.
Raven. Yes.
I cracked myself up.
Moving on.
Ichabod
Jake,
Crane,
stop
Ichabod Crow,
bumping the table.
headless birds.
Yep.
Alright, everybody knows today is Mill Hill Monday. And I didn't do the spinny wheelie of death. I just said, I need coffee
It's 'cause
today.
she lost her spinning wheelie at death.
I'm sad.
They didn't transfer her over.
So this morning, I only put in like 100 stitches this morning. I still need to work on it some more. But I did all of this 433. And then I did the beads on these two. Sorry guys, Jinx laid down under the table. Jinx doesn't lay down.
She flops.
Like,
Flop.
so I did these two beans. And then I I have my thread out, as you can see. I'll come back in and I'll work on these beans, and if I get them done, which I doubt I will, but if I get them done with the thread, then there's the same color of dark that goes up and around here. So I'll work on that. Cool. Anyway, my goal is to do 480 in this before the day is through.
Cool. So I've been working on summer. So this got drawn for Whipco.
Whipco, yes.
And so I had to put 1,200 stitches because I'm putting it into a cross stick also.
Oh yeah, and the castle is, if I didn't say that, I think I did, but it's for Whipco too.
Yeah, you did.
And so is Gossamer Threads. They're both, we're both pulled for Whipco this month.
So I'm almost to a page finish. So I get a center start with this one. So I'm working down here. And so I'm working on this ginormous motif that never ends. And then I'll come up and I'll finish over here. So this is duplicated over here, and then I've got more of this up here, and then I've got the bee antennas that I need to do. Antennae?
Antennae? Yeah. They're radar.
Yeah, I've got the radar left to do. So I put this into Stacy's challenge. So I have 20-something stitches left to do, and it's going into homework this week.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. We're good. Never mind.
Okay. Whatever the boss says. I worked on this one. This one goes to the autumnal. So as I showed you guys last week, remember I can't show you the patterns because
Plagiarism apparently happens often.
photocopies. But I work off of a photocopy for everything that I do. So I worked on, Vanna, if you would please.
Hold on, let me finish putting my child up.
I worked on the in. I worked here in the hand. I did a lot in the house, and then a little bit in the U. On this S, I think it was this S, I worked a little bit on the mummy.
So you did the mummy because you were working with 762.
And I only did 3. I didn't work on R or the other
You
S.
did
And then
this one.
E. I did a whole bunch on E. So I did a little tiny bit on the spider. And then I did all this orange for the E. So still can't see anything. Yeah, I guess you can see the U pretty good, but
It's coming together, okay?
Yeah.
I mean, she said shit, you can't see it, but I mean, it's coming together.
I hope, my goal, my hope, is to finish this by the end of the month. It's my goal. Because that will be 6 finishes in my whips. Because I counted each letter as a start. So, and there's 6 letters. Do the math. Come up, catch up with me, guys. So I can justify some sampler starts next month to do sampler September with our friend in the Netherlands, because she's enabling us a lot. Are you done? My turn?
Yes, I'm done. So
Okay.
you need me to show this.
I need you to show the picture. So I started this, and I wasn't going to show it because I wanted to keep it as a surprise.
Oh, I forgot to talk about that fabric too.
But apparently I can't keep surprises because
She's not gonna know if you don't say anything.
So Morgan did this one too.
I dyed this fabric. It was.
Isn't this so much fun?
That was a nice draw, yeah.
So that's what I have done on her so far. I wasn't planning on working on her yesterday. I was planning on doing some other stuff, but plans got changed, which was fine because in working on her, I put in 84 or 64. Yeah. Anyway, a bunch.
Almost 400 stitches.
I basically worked the entire color palette, which is what I do.
She never
don't
repeats
laugh.
colors.
I don't like to repeat a color when I work on a stitch string for that day. I'm weird that way. Don't laugh. Well, you can laugh, but just don't tell me you laugh.
Don't spit out your coffee.
I won't spit my coffee.
Poco, just say hi to
I
Debbie.
don't see Poco. So moving forward, I did not work on, well, maybe I did work on earlier in the week. I might have worked on Starry Night. Did I?
Is it on your list?
I must not have given Starry Night any love this week, but it'll get some love. And then I also, we're doing full coverage fanatics this month, which You don't have to do like, X stitches. You're just supposed to touch on it. So I'll probably put Aries into that one because it's Japan,
Yes.
and Aries has a volcano in it.
I'm putting our new star into it.
Yes.
Because there's cafes everywhere.
We will be back to you before we have. Oh, we won't be back to you. So
we will have a new start this week.
Well, maybe 2. We haven't decided yet. So we were going to start Louise Lelier 1901 on the 1st of August, and we did not do that. But on Thursday, it's Dark 13, so I think, unless plans change, we're going to start Away We Ride.
And I work night shifts, so I don't have to worry about mornings being taken.
Yeah.
So
I think that's going to be our start for the 13th. And then the 14th is it World or National? Anyway, something cross-stitch day. I think it's World cross-stitch day. And we have bounced around, nothing in stone, obviously, of starting Louise that day. We haven't decided for sure yet. We got our copies made, and we
have everything.
fabric.
It's just that
we just haven't done it.
we have to get the mice in gear. The mice are still saying, "Yeah, we're on vacation."
So, and then the 19th we start
Mini Night Cafe.
Mini Night Cafe.
On the 26th,
I will start my wool pony.
and I'll start Deep Ocean.
So, are we almost out of time?
Nope, we're good.
We're good? We can keep talking?
I think so.
So, go ahead. So,
I wrote it down this time.
what I was thinking about doing, and I would love comments from you people who do Hades. Will you stop shaking the table?
Yes,
You're
I'm
going to make
sorry,
them
guys.
seasick. Our disclaimer will be profanity and Dramamine required. So what I'm thinking about doing, this one looked at me, took my temperature, wasn't COVID, so she knows I've just lost my marbles. We have a few people that we follow that are, avid Hade people, and they pick up one color and they do that entire color in the project before they pick up another color. And it has always intrigued me. I've always thought that it was just the coolest damn thing on the planet. And I don't know if my OCD will let me do that, because like I said, I'm very, pardon me, and I have a thing about holes, the confetti holes, will send me over the edge. I'm going to try to do War Pony that way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
Here's my thing. She can't jump. I can't jump.
I don't know. We'll see. It's just been something that I've been pondering. And there is a ton of confetti in that horse. A ton. We'll see. I would love input on that. Love your thoughts on what you guys think about it. Because I know that a lot of you do it, and you do a really good job. So, ideas, constructive criticism, suggestions, please. I would love to hear it.
Yeah. Okay.
I created a Facebook page, Witchy Stitchers. That goes in conjunction with our Flosstube and with our Instagram page. I have not figured out how to be able to make that public, which is weird because I created my author page and the pages for my novels.
This is before Facebook changed itself, though.
And that could be too.
Because I can't even figure it out.
I cannot figure out how to make the stitching page public. So you as our viewers or subscribers can join us on our Facebook page. Because we show a lot of things on Facebook that we normally wouldn't show here or even on Instagram. But we would love to share that with our stitching community. So if you have any suggestions or thoughts or can help us out.
And please join us once we figure it out.
Yeah. And it's just Witchy Stitchers. Just like
this, just like Instagram, just like anything else.
So please
help.
Send help.
SOS, please help. Profanity included.
SOS, Dramamine, and Profanity. Yes, I like that. Mm-hmm. Jockey box. What's in your jockey box?
We have Foster's in ours right now.
Flossers. We have 2 jockey boxes, which really messes with my head because
actually we have 3.
The one, what?
The one underneath the middle seat is the one the glove box too.
Right. So it opens up.
It opens down. And then the middle seat has one underneath it.
I get so confused.
And then you have the console.
The one, so growing up, my dad had a 67 Ford. Everything on this thing was tougher than nails. When you wanted to open up the jockey box, you had to, ball up your fist and like slam the knob on, or the button on it to pop it open. And I remember that ours had Band-Aids because we're farmers, and
we have 2 first aid kits in our truck.
and electrical tape, because electrical tape is the best thing in the world to bandage yourself up when you cut yourself up with barbed wire.
Yeah.
Of course, the license and registration, yada yada, and butterscotch hard candy. You guys ever ate butterscotch hard candy? Best candy in the world. And then when we would go to cow camp, my mom would get my dad and I a bag of the circus peanuts. Not like actual peanuts, but like those orange circus peanuts, those sticky,
the marshmallow-like
like
things.
ridiculous sweet things.
Yummy.
And he and I would eat a bag when we were chasing cows. Circus peanuts. And hard candy. And electric tape. That's what we had in our jockey box. You see why
We
my
used to draw
childhood was
adventures
crazy?
when I was growing up in the diesel.
Yeah. Anyway. Jockey box. Word of the day. Which is not G. Glove compartment.
Nah.
Alright, I think that's all, guys. We've provided you with enough cynicism and entertainment, and we kept it under an hour today.
And guess what? I don't have to edit these things together anymore.
So are we able to put like pictures and crap onto this that we couldn't
No, if
before?
we want to do that, I have to edit it. But if this did what I think it did, I don't have to do any editing. Would you stop talking?
That's what she's telling us to do.
I'm not.
Thank
letting
you
go.
guys for letting us irritate you and
Stop.
teach you profane words
Sorry,
such as
Jabbies.
jockey box. No Poe today.
I don't know where Pogo
I
went.
don't even know where the cats are today.
Dalton, do you have Poe? Do you know where Pogo went? Can I have her?
Poe will reappear for our next video. She's avoiding the paparazzi today.
Oh, hold on.
He's going to fetch said
Would you
meow.
please stop barking at us?
They don't like what we're saying.
I know, I said stop barking. She said, why not?
Smart dog.
This dog can talk.
Did you find Potato?
There
There's
she
a potato.
is.
Hi, humans.
Hi, Debbie.
Mm.
Oh, Stacy, we found her.
But maybe Snoopy wants to be in the video. Nugget is potato. Alright, guys. Be safe. Be well. Enjoy all of your stitches. Hello to all of our wonderful friends out there. You know who you are. We love you and we appreciate you.
We forgot the stones from Nicole. I don't even know where yours are.
Oh, they're in a safe place.
Okay,
They're in a very safe
we'll
place.
remember next time.
We have gifts from our beautiful friend. She sent us beautiful stones. We will share them with you next time.
Yes.
That will make them come back
Oh, yes.
because they're beautiful.
Yes,
And they're
they
from
are.
the heart. Literally, from the heart.
She's got a twin to mine now.
That's right. All right, guys. Have a great day. And as always, be kind.
Bye. Bye.
This is like, I ain't having this.
Right? Bye, guys.